Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Let's Be Frank call. Thank you for everybody joining the call tonight. I do thank everyone for joining, even though it is a public holiday. I know that you will definitely want to take the time to spend with your family. However, we have postponed our call from last week to tonight due to a network outage in South Africa. So I'm pleased to actually state that tonight's call is all about family health and well-being. So with this said, we have a special guest and brand partner, Antoinette Jacobs, who I'll introduce later on into the call. So our theme still for the year is makership. So I will play a video for everybody just so that we all remember exactly why we are doing what we are doing with Young Living. Okay. Okay, so we all know that our theme is make a shift for the year. So I just want to put our disclaimer out there for everybody on the call tonight that the information in this presentation is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. Remember that this information is for the South African and Namibian markets only. Okay, so with this being said, I'd just like to move over to our PV promos for the month of March for some of you that have not seen it so far. So the PV promos that we have, Brian will introduce it with a really nice video as well that I'm sure everybody will grow to love. So here we go, Brian.
Good day everybody and welcome to the March PV promo video. Now, driving our March on incentive, bringing you exciting promotions as usual, gifting you with key products that we believe will make a difference in your life. Let's get started with what we have to offer. On 100 PV on Essential Rewards and 150 PV on Quick Order, we'll be gifting members with KidSense Tummy Jars. Now, KidSense Tummy Jars, ladies and gentlemen, broadens the range for children. Already diluted and ready to use so moms can relax. Kids under 1 year, you can apply it under their feet or you can apply it on their belly button. Now, did you, ladies and gentlemen, know there are 72,000 arteries leading from the belly button into the body, making it the perfect place for moms or dads to apply KidSense Tummy Jars. When you spend 150 PV on Essential Rewards and 250 PV on Quick Order, you will receive the amazing Thieves Fresh Essence Mouthwash. Now, we all know Young Living's products are highly concentrated, which means you can double, triple, and even quadruple the amount and still have a very effective Young Living product. Now, let me quickly give you a hack on how to save some cash. What you do, ladies and gentlemen, you take the Thieves bottle, you fill it a third way with the mouthwash, and you top the rest of the bottle off with water. And that's how you save yourself amazing cash. On to the next PV promo tier, the Thieves Dish Soap on 200 PV on Essential Rewards. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can make your Thieves Dish Soap more cost effective by diluting it into 3 bottles. You can top it up with cool boiled water, and it still bubbles. Now, because this isn't a high sludging detergent, meaning it doesn't make a lot of bubbles, it works great in the dishwasher too, and anywhere from just a couple of drops to a quarter teaspoon, or you can put 5 drops in your automatic dishwasher and it will also work fantastic. Members will be gifted with Purification 15ml when they reach 250 PV on ER and 350 PV on quick order. Now you can apply it directly to your skin to assist calm the skin irritation. It is also great for laundry. You can add a few drops to your laundry bowl to freshen things up. This is also the perfect scent to diffuse, and you can also add it to a spray bottle with water, and you can mist up to freshen the things up in your living room or wherever you decide to relax. When members purchase 300 PV on essential rewards, they will be gifted with 60 points. That's never been done before in South Africa. Now, if you have ever experienced trouble not knowing what to use your points on, I've got you covered. You can buy anything from Ningxia to the frankincense essential oil to the Valor blend to sulfazyme and also Mighty Pro for the little kiddies. I hope you enjoyed the PV promo video as we march on to the new month. Thank you very much. Good day, everybody.
Thank you so much for that. So Brian has explained exactly what PV promo items you are receiving when you are purchasing either on Essential Rewards or Quick Order. Okay. So for some of you that have not actually heard or missed a bit of what Brian had to say, as you can see on screen, this is what we currently have to offer for you if you are purchasing on ER or Quick Order. Okay. So remember that on ER, if you are purchasing over 300 PV or more, you are getting free shipping with your order. So that's another great incentive as part of our PV promo for the month. So let's get right into it. So our promotions for the month, which we have on offer. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, there we go. So we've got the Healthy Haven bundle, and the Healthy Haven bundle is $7.69, which consists of oregano, lemon, and thieves, and this is 30% off. For some of you, because we are going into the autumn season, it is getting a bit rainy out there. It is change of season. So it's a good thing to get Inner Defense. And Inner Defense is available for 324 Rand, which is 15% off. We also have the Blissful Aromas bundle. So this is available at 20% off, and this is for 520 Rand. And then we also have the Simply Essential Duo, which consists of the Kid Sense Refresh and RC5 mils, which is for 299 Rand, and that is a whopping 30% off. So without further ado, for some of you that don't know who our guest speaker is for tonight, for the first time ever, we are introducing Antoinette Jacobs. So for some of you that don't know who Antoinette Jacobs is, I've had the privilege of meeting her many a times, especially when it came to our fragrance workshops. I've also had the privilege of working with her at a hospital over the last month where we assisted in the East Rand. So for some of you that don't know, she's been married for 27 years to her husband on screen. So she has 2 adult sons, so she's a boy mom. She works full time for 6 cardiologists. That takes a lot of work, and you have to have a lot of heart for a cardiologist. So that goes without further ado. But also, she does wish that she could actually take on being a Young Living brand partner full time, because it gives us so much joy to share with everyone. Because she started off as a customer, but she was so intrigued with the oil and she couldn't stop talking about it. So she ended up becoming a brand partner. So she believes that it's the best thing that could have happened to her, because it's her source of financial freedom at this point as well. So Antoinette Jacobs, or Antoinette, thank you so much for joining us on tonight's call. Antoinette, I'm sure that you were excited when it came to our PV promos for the month. And for you as well, speaking on each individual product, do you care to take us through the first product which you enjoy speaking about, which is oregano? Okay, so I will hand this over to Antoinette. So Antoinette, without further ado, you can take us through what oregano is and how it assists your family.
Thank you, Gavin. I just wanted to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak on Human Rights Day. I think it's every human's right to get to learn about our essential oils and to help us to stay above the wellness line with our oils. It's helped me to save on my pharmacy bills. And I believe that prevention is better than cure, and that's why I love using the oils. So oregano is actually can grow up to 30 inches tall. The essential oil is produced by steam distilling from the leaves. It is a warm, herbaceous smell. I hope I say that correctly. It's a hot oil, so you have to dilute it a lot when you apply it. It is an immune stimulant, so it is very good to use with the change of season. When I feel a cold coming on, I will rub it under my feet, or I will diffuse it on my desk or next to my bed at night. It helps with nasal and chest problems, especially at this time of year. I've also used it to rub on my shoulders when it's a bit sore. I like to put a drop of oregano and peppermint and dilute it, and it helps to relax the muscles. My boys likes to exercise, and if their muscles get sore, they also like to rub it on their muscles to relieve the pain.
So it's also good, as you're saying, for you, especially with being a boy mom, oregano
Yes.
being a hot will also assist with obviously muscle spasms, or it does assist definitely after a rigorous workout. So that goes to show already that because it's an immune stimulant, it can also be used to assist with a lot of muscular discomfort. But that's also a nice thing to actually know for some of our brand partners that don't know. So moving on to
Yes.
the next product, which is lemon essential oil. I know a lot of brand partners actually enjoy diffusing lemon essential oil as part of their day to day. I know a lot of brand partners that actually love the smell of lemon in the morning and in the evening, even though it's an energizing oil. But do you care to take us through exactly how you use it for your family?
Yes, lemon essential oil is a cold pressed oil from the rind of the lemon, and it takes about 25 lemons to fill a 5 ml oil bottle. So it takes lots of lemons. It has a very fresh smell. So I like to put a drop in my Thieves household cleaner that I use in my kitchen and in my Thieves dish soap, because it helps to loosen all the greasiness on the countertops and on the dishes. And it smells nice, and it gets rid of all the organisms that might be on the surfaces. When I have a sore throat or a scratchy throat, I will dilute a few drops and rub it on my throat, and it will feel better very quickly. Just be careful, because it is when you go to go into direct sunlight when you use lemon, because it is phototoxic, and that can cause
Photosensitive,
redness. Yes,
photosensitive,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, redness, blisters, and rashes. So yeah, all citrus oils can do that. And then about 2 years ago, my son had a very high temperature, and I just couldn't get it down. And eventually I looked it up, and I rubbed a few drops of lemon under his feet, and that helped him to start cooling down eventually. So that's one of the oils that I won't go without in my house.
I mean, that's a really great testimony, Antoinette,
Yes,
especially for fever. So we know that when it comes to fever as well, that's one thing that's very difficult to control, especially even though you are in a controlled environment, being indoors, and you are trying to balance it by obviously either having a fan on or using a cold cloth. But clearly, it goes to show that once lemon is applied under your son's feet or any one of your family members, it may assist with definitely calming
yes,
and cooling down the temperature. So that's actually a great fact. I should actually try that, especially going into flu season. And now
yes,
on to one of our favorite blends. This is the most sought after blend in Young Living, and I'm sure this is one of your key favorites, which is the Thieves Essential Oil Blend. Do you
yes.
care to take us through exactly how much Thieves has helped you and your family?
Yeah. Thieves is well, the story about behind Thieves is that they were uh, robbers in the 14th century that used to rob the dead and the dying from their gold and their coins. And when they found when they finally caught the robbers, they asked them what did they use. And Gary Young actually found this recipe in the British Museum. And then he made this specific oil, which is patent, so nobody can make this oil except Young Living. And it is a combination oil with clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. And these oils that these robbers put on help them to protect them that they didn't get sick from the Black Plague in those years. So this oil has
the flu part, or if anybody is about to get sick just before they are feeling that bit of like an itchy throat or a bit of a congestion in their nasal passage. A good thing is to actually steam with Thieves. So I haven't thought of that idea because a lot of our brand partners, or I know for myself, I use eucalyptus in the shower, but Thieves is a lot more stronger in that aspect, which means
yes.
that it's actually easier in combating against virus or viral infections such as flu, and it definitely does assist. So thank you for that, Antoinette. I know a lot of brand partners are actually going to do that now with change of season. And then we move on to inner defense. So inner defense is one of our favorites as well. So do you care to take us through exactly why you use inner defense for your family?
Okay, yeah. So inner defense helps to give you that extra boost. So it's not just by rubbing it on or inhaling it. This is actually a nice immune booster because it has oregano, thyme, and thieves essential oil in it. It's a liquid capsule. It is designed to support your well-being. It is an antioxidant-rich supplement with supporting health immune functions. And when you start feeling sick, you can take it up to 3 to 5 times a day, or you can just take one a day at this time of year to make sure that you don't get sick. But when you are sick, you can take it more times a day.
And I know that during
the flavoring in Earl Grey tea, which I learned from you in our fragrance classes. It also helps with oily skin. So, and it's also sun sensitive, so only use it at night. The way I love to use it the most is by making my own perfume with bergamot, geranium, and ylang-ylang. And while I love the smell, I also know that I'm safe by using this perfume because it doesn't have any chemicals to disturb my hormones. And it also boosts my immune system because it is also a citrus fruit. You can also rub it under your feet if you start feeling sick. And when you've got a sore or hoarse voice, you can rub it on your throat. And it may also help with cold sores. And it is also good for your digestive system to support it.
And it's a good thing for
Yes.
it also does provide overall wellness, which means that it definitely does support your body's immunity in that aspect.
Yes.
And I'm glad that you actually put it out there for our brand partners that applying it topically to an affected area does assist, like your throat as well. So thank you for that, Antoinette. I'm definitely stealing these tips. And then we move on to the next one, which is one of our added hot oils. It's another spicy oil, and this is cinnamon bark. So do you care to
Yes.
take us through cinnamon bark as well, please, Antoinette?
Yes, it's steam distilled from the bark of the tree. I love the smell. It's got a bit of a sweet smell. It is also a very hot oil, so you definitely have to dilute it when applying it topically. It is also one of the immune oils that I will put under my feet. So I like to vary the oil, so I don't put the same oils on every day, so that my body doesn't get used to the same oil and then it's not effective enough. So I like to switch the ones that I put under my feet, especially this time of year. I love to diffuse it in my kitchen, and it also helps to repel flies. My son actually noticed that, so now it's the only oil that I put in my kitchen. So it doesn't just get rid of them, it also helps to clean the air of any germs. And I will always put another oil in with it so that it doesn't irritate my pets. I've got a lot of pets. So because it does have a strong smell. And I also like I'm a chocoholic, so I overindulge in that. So I will put a drop on my tummy with a carrier oil to help support my blood sugar. So because I'm sure all that sugar is not good for me. And it also helps my digestive system.
Oh, wow. So cinnamon bark, as much as we play around with it, we do know that it actually does assist in that aspect. So it also
Yes.
helps support the balancing of your sugar when you apply topically. So that also goes to show that even though you have a lot of sweet stuff, it's good to neutralize it with a good balance of a bit of that spice. So thank you so
Yes.
much for that, Antoinette. And then we move on to the next one. This is one of our very cheerful oils, and this is orange. There's another citrus oil. Do you care to take us through what orange
Yes.
does?
This oil is called pressed from the rind as well, of the orange. It is my favorite oil. It might be one of the cheapest oils, but I just can't get enough. I call it my sunshine in a bottle. I love to diffuse it on my desk at work or in my house in the morning. It always makes me feel happy and it calms me down, especially when things go a bit hectic and haywire at the office. Then I just breathe deeply and then I just start feeling much calmer. I also use it on my tummy if I have a bit of discomfort. And it's also good for your skin. It's like exfoliation for your skin, a natural exfoliation. It brightens up your dull skin, and also to use at night because it's sun sensitive. And I like to mix orange with all my diffuser blends just because it is so uplifting. And when you are sick, you obviously think of eating oranges with all the vitamin C in. So that is why it's a good idea to use it as an immune support oil as well, rubbing it on or diffusing it when you're not feeling well.
Thank you so much for that, Antoinette. I can hear definitely from your tone of voice that you actually love citrus oils a lot, especially the sweet citrus
Yes.
oils like orange. So I'm glad that that actually plays a huge role for you and your family as well. Okay, and then we move on to the last oil, which is RC. So do you care to take us through RC, because I know this is one of the most sought after oils for this month?
Yes. So it's got cypress, spruce, 3 eucalyptus oils, citronella, globulus, and radiata in. So it's one of my favorite oils. You can apply this oil before you go do exercise, before, during, or after exercise. My sons love to rub it on their chest and then make an aroma dome with it and inhale it before they do exercise or play sport. They say it makes them feel better and it helps them to train longer. While they are playing sport and they feel a bit short of breath, they will just smell their hand again and it will help them to go on during the game. And since I've been a child, I've struggled with episodes of shortness of breath and my chest tightening. So I am on chronic medication for that. But since I've started using the Arshi, it has helped me to breathe better, and it's helped me to stay above the wellness line so that I don't get these episodes. My sister has a chronic cough that's very irritating. And luckily she found Arshi. So she will apply it on the bridge of her nose, or she can even just smell the oil and it will stop her cough immediately. So she doesn't go anywhere without this oil. I like to put it in a little inhaler like this and carry it with me. So whenever my nose is feeling stuffy or irritated, I will inhale this oil and I will feel better immediately. I also like to put it in my diffuser at home or rub it on my chest when I start feeling a cold coming on. I make like a little chest rub with it in coconut oil with Thieves, Arshi, and some lemon. And sometimes I'll put a bit of extra eucalyptus in, just depending on how I feel to use it.
Oh, wow. Antoinette, I'm definitely going to ask this because I know it's not being asked in the chat, but if there's any way for you to actually share the recipe with our brand partners, because that sounds like a really invigorating aroma, especially with RC, Thieves, and lemon, which you've already explained to us works well for combating that cold and nasal blockage that you might obviously have afterwards. But definitely, RC is a go-to oil, and this definitely does assist with breathing.
Yes.
So thank you so much again for sharing your experience with us and how these products better assist you and your family. I do thank you once again for your testimony,
It's
Antoinette.
a pleasure.
And that is Antoinette, definitely. And for our incentive for the month, for some of our brand partners, we do have the March on incentive for 2024. I hope you see what I seen what we've done there. March on. So with this being said, for some of our brand partners, if you're enrolling 5 people with 100 PV orders, okay, you will receive a dewdrop diffuser. Yes, you did not read that incorrectly. You will receive a dewdrop diffuser and the Phenol 15 ml. Remember, this was a limited edition offer, a limited time offer, which was the Phenol. And then if you are going to be, sorry about that, if you are going to be enrolling 10 people with 100 PV orders, you will receive a 1 month supply of Ningxia Red, which is a 30 pack. And then without further ado, for some of you that already know that we have 2 days left for the Wild Weekend. So if you enroll 3 brand partners on tier 1, you will be receiving a Wild Weekend mystery prize. So I can't wait for our brand partners to actually hop on this campaign, to actually get this out there for their brand partners. And I believe that everybody can achieve this because with the Wild Weekend Mystery Prize, this is going to be something that everybody's going to be looking forward to. And remember, this is from the 1st till the 31st of March. So it's a good thing to actually get your brand partners on board this coming weekend and make the most of it so that you getting back in the process. Okay. So with that being said, I'd definitely like to thank you again, Antoinette, for taking the time out. Thank you for everybody for joining the call, for actually showing what a great community of oilers we have out there, and definitely just taking the time just to hear our thoughts and testimony from each of our brand partners that has actually used Young Living products, and it's touched not only them but their families' lives. So I'd like to end it off with tonight's quote that says, "Other things may change us when other things may change us, but remember that we start and we end with family." And this is, of course, a lovely quote that comes from Anthony Brand. And again, thank you so much for joining. I hope that you've enjoyed your public holiday. And I definitely look forward to seeing you guys on our launch call, which will be coming out soon. But thank you again, and good night from myself, Gavin and Antoinette. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Bye.